right, man. If y'all tapped into the Joe Budden podcast community or even just the Rory and Mal show, it's all the same thing. But basically, some Kendrick fans have leaked some information about Rory and his old tweets on Twitter from years ago. Now, I just saw a little bit of this. I've been seeing him get slandered, but I didn't really know what it was for until like a couple hours ago. But I still don't really know what's going on. All I see is everybody saying he said something about black people. I guess it was some race toward black people. I don't know. We finna see. I like Rory, so I ain't gonna be too judgmental at first. I want to see what he got to say. And yeah, man, we gonna see, man. We gonna see, because I'm not a fan of people pulling up old tweets from before cancel culture was a thing. You feel me? Like we all, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all think everybody faking right now. Like yeah, everybody used to say some crazy stuff back in the day, but now the cancel culture's around. Everybody faking like they, you know what I'm saying? Like,
are y'all tapped into what took place yesterday on Twitter? So Kendrick Lamar fans unleashed absolutely.
And why is Kendrick fans doing this? Because Rory and Mal was like supporting Drake during the battle or something. Like, y'all still on this? Didn't Kendrick win? Like, is this something I'm missing? Kendrick won, right? Y'all be acting like Kendrick didn't win. Oh my God, I never seen a fan, bro. Every time Drake won, I never seen a fan base just go after people. Like, of course, Meek Mill was a little different, but not for a year. Not for a year. Like, no. Like, y'all, Kendrick fans is really happy he took that W against Drake. Like, y'all really think Kendrick beating Drake in a battle means he's better than Drake?
Yesterday on Twitter. So Kendrick Lamar fans unleashed absolute chaos on the Rory and Mal podcast over their Grammy tape.
We can go back to Rap Album of the Year. Do we feel like they missed anything? I was not mad at all the nominations this year, to be quite honest.
Before we get into that,
kind of,
you know what's gonna piss me off? When GNX the official nominees for Best Rap Album at the 2026 Grammys are Let God Sort 'Em Out by The Clips.
Now, obviously, when I see these lists, I need to make a video giving who I think should win the rap categories or something like that. But I think it's either going to be, or it should be, either Kendrick or Glorilla. I ain't going to lie. I think they both had the strongest presence, strongest albums. They had the biggest singles. You know, Kendrick had a big 2024, and this album is from 2024. But y'all know, I think he dropped it like November, so it didn't count. But Kendrick or Glorilla should win. But I think Kendrick is going to sweep everything, bro. I ain't going to lie. The lady already came out and said a lot of stuff be rigged, bro. Kendrick is going to take every... And not saying, like I said, not saying he don't deserve to take everything. But he's gonna take this, bro.
Glorious by Glorilla. God Does Like Ugly by J.I.D. GNX by Kendrick Lamar. Chromacopia by Tyler, the Creator.
Like, come on. And then, bro, Clips. Like, I ain't going to lie, bro. This is why hip-hop... And I'm sorry, I'm finna go on a tangent. This is why rap is where it is right now. It's because all these older people control everything, and they literally do not respect this generation. And this generation respect... You know what I'm saying? The people from the past. But it's like they want to hold on to all, like, they think rap is boom bap, boom bap, boom bap. Like, bro, NBA Youngboy and Cardi should be on here. Massa is better than Let God Sort 'Em Out. I promise you. It's definitely, hey, wait. We don't even want to go there first. It's definitely better than Chromacopia. It's better than Chromacopia. Both of them are better than Chromacopia. At least Massa is. I ain't gonna lie. Massa is better than Chromacopia, bro. Like, this is the problem right here. Y'all giving Chromacopia Grammy nominations. No disrespect to Tyler, the Creator, but this is not a Grammy nominated album.
GNX is going to sweep, and it's going to piss me off because The Clips deserves to win, and that's not
Kendrick. His mouth. Someone go hand him a Grammy right now.
Where's Until I opened up that Blue app, I didn't even know that this was a controversial take.
Same.
Because when Clips dropped their album, it was universally agreed upon this was the best album of the year. Now, GNX dropped towards the end of 2024, so it still counts towards this year. But that Clips album was phenomenal. So anybody thinking, hey, this album should get it, I didn't.
And I ain't gonna lie, I know I said the Clips album. The Clips album was very good raps. But if we talking about very good raps versus a real impact on rap and like had like, bro, NBA Youngboy, the shot calling is where them Clip songs probably charted for a week. Shot calling still charting, bro. Wine and Dine is a viral. Like, it's a whole bunch of songs on there that people just, I don't know, bro. We just need to have people my age and around my age group to start getting in positions of power so we can stop this. I ain't gonna lie, because y'all trying to discredit the whole generation.
Controversial.
I don't like that.
That's until I hopped on Twitter, man. And Kendrick fans were not happy about this, bruh. Now, to be fair to Kendrick Lamar fans, this was not all they said. I think Rory called Kendrick Lamar a Grammy darling.
Jamal.
Where's your?
Kendrick just opened his
I'm
mouth.
just saying the boy
It's
is
facts.
pathetic. That's all I'm saying.
He's a Grammy darling. That goes without saying. Do we think Alfredo 2 should have been in here?
Absolutely.
Okay,
No.
but what do we take out?
GNX.
I mean, congrats to everyone
No.
in this category. I think they'll give it to Clips, let God sort them out, but won't give it to him in the album of the year category. I don't think they'll snub the Clips twice. Predictions, I'm going Clips. Damaris, you say
I'm going
GNX.
GNX.
Maul.
Predictions, not who you think should win.
Predictions? Oh, yeah. Kendrick.
Yeah, I think.
You know that. We know we know.
What would y'all's preference be? What do
We
you
just looking over Glorilla?
Yeah, Clips.
Clips. I'm going with Clips too.
Clips for sure.
There used to be a time in rap where you could give a music take and a music take would just be a music take. Not no more, man. And I'm not just gonna blame Kendrick Lamar fans, or in fact, it's not even the fans, because the fans, for the most part, just care about good music. I would say the stands, the bots. I'm not just gonna blame them, because the bots exist on both sides as well. There are Drake stands, there are Drake bots that Drake can't do no wrong. Drake can literally drop something that we can all recognize. Okay, this is pretty trash, but this is the best song ever. Drake is a victim at all times in their eyes. Same thing with Kendrick stands and Kendrick bots, right? There's this era of being fair and impartial don't exist anymore, bro. If you are fair, depending on who the fan base is, they look at you as a
Hater.
on the other side, bro.
Op and hater.
If you say, man, I really love Kendrick Lamar's music, man, but I don't think he should win over the Clips.
You looked at as a hater.
They
Or
look
op.
at you now as if they would look at the Aubrey stand, the Drake stand. You op. When Rory called Kendrick Lamar a Grammy darling, I didn't really see that as a diss. And the only reason there's a negative connotation to Grammy darling is due to the assumption or the implication of what you believe a Grammy darling is. All a Grammy darling really is somebody who makes music that probably favors to what the Grammy grading system is. However, when you hear Grammy darling, you automatically assume, right, there's an implication that this wasn't earned, that this was given, this is biased, this is not something that they have earned. When that's not the case at all. No, I just think Rory believes, Kendrick Lamar makes music that...
Even the artists be saying it themselves, though. Like, the artists be trying to discredit the Grammys until they win. They don't even be going half the time. Like,
that's favored by the Grammys grading system. So
Especially
he's
in rap.
always going to get awards because he's one of the Grammy darlings, right? They love to reward Kendrick Lamar with Grammys. I don't feel like that's a diss per se. Now, when that clip hit the internet, it was over with, bro. All right? They went at both Damaris and Rory. For the most part, because they believed that Damaris and Rory was somewhat on their side, or they were Kendrick leaning in their commentary over the last year. Maul, they already knew, man, Maul's an OVO guy. He's out of here, bro. So because they felt hoodwinked or they felt traded on by Rory and Damaris, the Kendrick Lamar fans took the last 24 hours to try to ruin their lives. In the case of Damaris, they doxed her family. They doxed
what?
her. They actually forced her off the internet.
If you or a loved one were sexually abused at these Illinois youth facilities or treatment centers, you...
After threatening to private her Twitter, she decided that she was just going to delete it altogether because apparently she had personal information on her Twitter. She had Twitter for about 10 plus years now, so it's really hard to go through every single media, every single tweet and figure out which type of personal identifying information is on here that could, trace back to my family. So she just took down her entire Twitter, bro. Right? That's how vicious people were coming at her. Some of y'all got to get a life, man. Doxing somebody's family members over a musical opinion is... who in their right mind sits with themselves and say, hey, I'm about to cause chaos and pain and dox somebody's family members because they don't like my favorite rapper? What is wrong with y'all? This is like sick stand activities that we didn't really see in hip-hop until the last year and a half. And you tell me what was the cause of the Stan Wars we're currently watching, right? Now, what makes the Damaris situation even worse was...
I think we've always had Stan Wars. I remember NBA YoungBoy and Lil Durk. Like, it's always been Stan Wars. This is just at a higher scale. You feel me? Like, this is two of the biggest artists ever. Especially living right now. Biggest rappers ever living. You feel me? Like, come on. The biggest artist ever.
People are online trying to discredit Damaris' opinion about she believes that Clips should win this. Damaris like, yo, I'm not biased, right? Like, I'm partial. I don't hate Kendrick Lamar. I like Kendrick Lamar's music. I'm a fan of Kendrick Lamar. But then people began to accuse her of hating Kendrick Lamar secretly. More specifically, saying things like, I hate his voice. Damaris couldn't understand why people were saying she hated Kendrick Lamar and even dared one fan to provide the receipts that she ever said she hated Kendrick Lamar.
Change our minds. We're not Kendrick Lamar fans. I've said on every platform possible, I hate the way Kendrick Lamar raps. I hate the sound of voice.
Same. I hate his
voice. And I will not listen to him again simply because I hate the sound of his voice. It does not take away from the talent.
That's wild. Now, at that point, whatever they're accusing you of, you gotta hold it, man.
No bad though.
You gotta hold. Now that's hate.
They got you by the cut.
That is hate.
By the cut.
Okay. Now I don't quite possibly see how somebody can go from that to partial, all right, or from that to a neutral arbitrator in this beef. And on no sides, I'm only in the middle. Which, for the most, listen, man. All right. Not everybody got to be objective, right? But I feel like where people kind of would get angry. See, Maul don't get no type of backlash because, man, listen, man. Right?
We already know.
I'm Team OVO. I'm a B Team OVO. I'm not changing. That's Maul's perspective. When you play the middle or play the 50-50 or try to play objectivity, well, then you get this level of backlash because they feel hoodwinked. They feel like they've been lied to. But still, it's no excuse to dox like this woman. Like, that's not like y'all are weirdos for that, okay? Weirdos, okay? Now, Damaris' explanation for this didn't really make it any better because essentially what she told the audience was, hey, don't take my opinion seriously. Which, no, you're a podcaster. You're somebody who's respected. Like, I respect Damaris. I respect her opinions. We should take your opinion seriously, and you shouldn't say things that you don't mean.
But I don't just say things I don't believe for the sake of conversation. Sometimes I say something I know y'all. I post a video like, yo, they not gonna like this one, but it's gonna be sad.
Facts.
But I'm not just saying BS for the sake of conversation. So she's admitting her podcast, or at least her, will just say anything for the sake of conversation. So she's trying to tell us, like, she's sending a mixed message. On one hand, she's saying, yo, we changed our minds. On the other hand, she's saying, yo, I just
and
said
she
that.
tweeted too much. Like you discredited your own podcast. How about you shut up? You make a couple of little snarky tweets or whatever. Do what you gonna do, something a little petty or something, and then respond on your pod. That's why people, bro, you have a podcast for a reason. You have a Twitter for a reason too, but not to say stuff like this. You messing up the pod. That's why we just say stuff for the sake of conversation. What? You messing up all y'all credibility.
For the sake of conversation. This is a terrible response. Then she says,
yo, I speak for 2 hours, 3 times a week, every week for the past 5 years. I don't remember nor agree with half the stuff I've said in that time frame.
If you had the opinion, we're not asking you to agree with everything, but if you have any opinion that, yo, I hate this rapper for this reason, I don't like this rapper, yo, we're taking that as your honest opinion. It's fine you don't like Kendrick's voice. The issue isn't that you're not remembering what you said. The issue is you were trying to pass it off as if you never said it, as if people trying to spin narratives about you. It would have been better if she just didn't reply to this at all.
Once they got done with Damaris, they redirected their attention to Rory. Now with Rory, I'll be real, this is probably, now with Damaris, like the doxing and stuff like that, for the most part, you can't really ruin Damaris' life or career with pulling up clips of her saying she don't like Kendrick Lamar, right? That's not really cancelable. No, but they really try to ruin Rory's career. Like, they really went for the juggler with this one. So with Rory, they pulled up old tweets. I'm reading these tweets currently out of context. Rory hops on Twitter Spaces and eventually explains the context for almost every tweet that we're about to read. So in one tweet, Rory says, retweet G*_Greg, son. There are way worse baby names than Blue Ivy. Laugh my A off. Rory says, like the hood rat name Beyonce. In this tweet, I believe this was a reply to somebody. Rory wrote, "Your bitch fixing her makeup in my rims." N-word. In another tweet, Rory writes, "White guys like some ugly black chicks." In one tweet, it says, retweet at Yemeni Dirty. "I've never saw a good looking black woman."
Now, this is the craziest one I've seen. I don't think, I mean, people, that's what I'm saying. I'm not as soft as everybody else. Seeing that Beyonce is a hood rat name, bro. At a time period, we did think Beyonce was a ghetto name. Like Beyonce. That people was naming their daughter. Like the actual Beyonce made it, you know what I'm saying? She made it a little better. But in the back, bro, there was a time here where people thought Beyonce was a ghetto name. When they named their daughter Blue Ivy, people was looking like, let's stop it, bro. It's fixing my rims. We just gonna see some context on that one.
It was retweet Natasha Flawless. "Do your black mother and grandmother know you don't like black women?" He wrote, "Nope." And this hit the timeline. A lot of people were like, hold on, man. This ain't the Irish McNasty we know. What's going on here? Now, Rory took the Twitter Spaces to kind of explain a lot of this. Now, some of the tweets he would say, yeah, like those were just like cringe jokes that I made that I shouldn't have made. But the other tweets, specifically the ones that says like retweet, he would have the help of the mayors, and they would actually break down how those particular tweets are actually out of context.
Tool tech every adult should have. Part 1. This is an indestructible Real-Link Duo 3 VPOE security camera.
Well, what this was, I guess it did start off as a joking matter, and then it got serious. And what I did, I'll be a hypocrite, I'll be a two-faced if I say I think it'd be a golden opportunity for you to just apologize for whatever jokes may be insulting or offensive to black people.
Man, y'all ain't offended about nothing. Oh my God! To myself, I apologize for this. Is Joe said this to be insulting for black women. What? Like, bro. Y'all gotta realize nobody owes you anything. This is America. You can do whatever you want to do. Nobody owes you anything. You don't owe you an apology. Like, what are we talking about? Y'all are so soft. The world is so soft. This is something from, I don't even know how many years ago. Everybody got crazy tweets on Twitter. I don't anymore. I deleted mine. Anything I said crazy or deemed as crazy in 2025 is gone on my Twitter. It's been gone for years. But come on, bro. Nobody owes you an apology for anything, bro. Nothing he just said was crazy, bro. He made a joke. Can we see what the other joke was that made him go that low? Some people just have dark humor. He didn't say anything crazy. Rory said, they said, "Do your black blah, blah, blah. No, you don't like black women." And he said no. He needs to apologize for not being attracted to black women? Are we serious? Bro, everybody has a preference. There's a lot of black women that wouldn't even touch a white dude. Do she gotta apologize for that? No. Why do you have to apologize for that? Because he said clean rims N-word? I mean, sure. That's probably the most one you should apologize for, I guess. Everything else, y'all reaching, bro. Y'all just soft. Oh my God. This is bro. And y'all wonder how this country how we got. Like, bro, it's a whole bunch of soft, stupid individuals in this country, bro.
And just keep moving. And then
Right.
I'll speak once again. The disclaimer is I'll speak to the person that I've known for well over a decade, and Rory has never shown me.
Rocky, honestly, it would feel disingenuous if I apologize for something that I did not even say or mean whatsoever. That'd be disingenuous. Like, I'm not about to apologize.
Thank you, Rory. I wouldn't either. I'm not about to, like, come on, bro. Stand on morals, bro. This is how we gonna change stuff. Stand on principle, bro.
Not even say or mean whatsoever.
Bro.
That'd be disingenuous. Like, I'm not about to apologize for a tweet saying I find black women unattractive. Everyone on earth knows, the people that know me know exactly the complete opposite.
Rory, at least no more weave
Like,
jokes.
I'm not about to apologize for that. No, I'm not apologizing for that.
Hello? Can you hear me? Yeah.
Thank you. And they know he do like black women. And even if he did not find black women attractive, why does he have to apologize for it? I can name 30,000 black women that don't find white men attractive. That will talk about white men. I don't want pink meat. I don't want no pink meat. I don't want no pink meat. Nobody has to ask them to apologize. They don't have to apologize. It goes same thing for every other race. Like, why? Like, bro, I hate this, bro. It's like, Why would he have to apologize for that in any world for a preference that he may have, and he clearly doesn't have that preference?
About to apologize for that. No, I'm not apologizing for
Like what?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, y'all. I'm on Expedia, like my Safari, not the actual app. So the tweet referring where it says RT, I've never found a black woman attractive in my life. You know what? I'm not
I'm not
blasting.
apologizing because I don't even know. I think somebody did that.
Thank you. Damn, like I feel like I'm at work.
It's because I hate black women. That's why I keep cutting you off.
Cut me off. But you know what? Shout out to Peach just brought up to me.
That's his
That
humor, and that's his humor. If you know Rory, that's his humor. He just did it. He just did it.
Cut me off. But you know what? Shout out to Peach just brought up to me. That wasn't even somebody tweeted that. I said that the wrong way. That was when you used to fake a RT that somebody said something like so that they could get canceled. You made a fake RT so that the person that you RT'd would get in trouble for like. It's hard to explain if you weren't on Twitter back then, but when you used to put RT and then like say somebody said something and they never said it, that's what you were doing. Rory was trying to get the person that he said that to that he made like. Oh, that to me. But at the end of the day, don't waste your time explaining that because if people weren't around when all of that was happening, they just really won't understand. Like they just won't understand.
Like
I don't think that was a fake RT, Damaris. I think that before you had the repost button, you would tweet out RT. And
Okay, yes, I understand.
No, but you
Facts.
can also fake the RT and put it at somebody else's at and say that they said this.
These tweets date as far back as 2011, between 2011 and 2014. I was in middle school in 2011, bro. I wasn't on Twitter like that in 2011. I'll be real with y'all.
I had that mug though.
That particular trend or era is far like before me, so I wouldn't know. I would probably rely on you guys who's watching this video who was on Twitter at that time. Y'all tell me, was that a thing? Now, regardless though, what I would say is there's no excuse for the tweets. The tweets are wrong. I feel like Rory knows the tweets are wrong. Right? There's no excuse for it. But do I believe that those tweets are proof that Rory is a racist? I don't think Rory is a racist. I feel like Rory has a pretty solid track record over the last 10 years since he's been online or has been a public figure. So I don't believe that Rory is a racist. I'm not co-signing those tweets. I feel like those tweets are bad. They're wrong. And he shouldn't have wrote it. Even if it was a joke, he shouldn't have wrote it, said it, period. It stops there. Is he a racist? No, he's not. Do he hate black people? No, he's not.
And I don't even like that. If he didn't mean it, he shouldn't have wrote it, bro. That's easy to say in 2025. 2011 was a whole nother world. 2013 is a whole nother world. 2014 is a whole nother world, a whole nother climate. People weren't this soft. People weren't always looking to be victims. That wasn't how the world worked. Bro, it was starting to happen. In like 2014, 2015, they was trying to, by the time 2016, all that came, it was over with. World got soft. You know what I'm saying? Everybody a victim. Everybody want to be a victim. Everybody want to feel like they're being victimized. Everybody want to feel like they have a problem. Like, bro, everybody starts self-diagnosing, a whole bunch of crazy stuff. Like, bro, you can't tell him he shouldn't have said that. And back in that time, nobody better than I, as you can see. It took some hating Kendrick fans to find it. 13 years later. 14 years later. Like, what are we talking about, bro?
I think Rory has only dated black women, right? So I don't think Rory thinks black women are ugly, right? Like
what?
His current girl, I think, is
black.
A black woman. His last girl was a black woman. So
I don't kiss no. I just talk. Let's have a conversation, Rory. Since you're so scared to actually talk about why you were sending out these tweets being anti-black. Do you think that you're a racist, Rory? When you think about the definition of racism,
is this Malcolm Lamar Hill? I know this. I know it's not. It better not be.
Tweets being anti-black. Do you think that you're a racist, Rory? When you think about the definition of racism or prejudices, let's get technical because you're a white man, right? You're gonna say, no, I don't have no power. I'm not a racist. Do you think that you hold stereotypical prejudices when it comes to African American women?
He sounds crazy to me. He sounds crazy to me. He literally sounds crazy to me because I guarantee you get around this man long enough, he's going to be prejudiced towards a whole nother group of people. I know he is. And even then, what are you talking about? Nothing. He's like, my mind just don't work like that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It just don't.
No. Why not?
We're starting slow. What do you mean?
Why not? So why do you not believe that you hold stereotypical prejudices against black women? And before you answer, remember, we see your tweets. Weave black and lace front blonde, ghetto crayon colors. That sounds stereotypical. That sounds racist. That sounds like prejudices. Let's keep going. You're fixing her makeup in my rims. In the word. What's the N word, Roy? Is that nice? Is that nasty? Is that naughty? What's the N word, Rory? Can you say the N word, Rory?
No, that's why it says the N word. It's
Okay,
a
so what's the
John
N word
Kennedy
then, Rory?
line, and
So
we were.
what?
It
No,
was
I
a
didn't
thing on
ask you. I
Twitter
didn't
at the
ask you
time.
that. What's the N word,
It's
Rory?
a Dom Kennedy West Coast.
No, what's the
At
N
the time.
word, Rory? Why can't you answer questions, Rory? What's the N word?
I don't say the N word, sir.
Okay, I'm not talking.
You smoking this?
I'm not talking to you, black woman. Let me talk to Rory.
You smoking
If
this?
she never blew up.
Like, I hate you like this. I'm not talking to you, black woman. Who addresses somebody like that? White man, black woman, Mexican man, Mexican woman, Indian man. It's so cringy and lame. Some of y'all need to touch grass. Some of y'all need to touch some real grass, bro. I understand there's real problems going on, and there's real prejudice and racist people. Like, I understand that. I understand we came from years of this and years of that. Trust me, I get it. But some of y'all need to touch grass. Some of y'all are too far gone. Like, too far gone. Oh my God. Rory is who we getting on today, because he said, and then it's like he didn't even type it out. He said N-word. Like, at least he was,
I'm not talking to you, black woman. Let me talk
like,
to
what?
If she never blew up and you met a chick in the club named Beyonce, that money she'd have blue weave in. These are your tweets. So remember this, Rory. All right.
Never mind.
You said Blue Ivy, not Beyonce. Blue Ivy.
You just lied to this thing.
I still haven't seen this one.
I'm just setting this space up. You see what I'm doing? See, you're not gonna be able to do that to me, white boy. They're gonna have to mute me. They're gonna have to kick me off the stage. You can't overtalk me. You can't overtalk me, white boy. Your white ass might be where you think it is, but you can't overtalk me, white boy. I'm in this. I'm part of this. I'm about this shit, man. I live this. I am this. I don't have to pretend this. So go ahead, white boy. Just be quiet. You said you were here for a conversation. Why are you talking over me?
A conversation means.
The conversation got serious. I ain't up here yelling at you. Now you really scared.
He straight gotta be trolling.
I'm not talking to you. You need to stay out the
He
conversation.
can't be serious.
Intelligent people don't have to scream to get
I'm
their
not
point
talking to you.
across.
You need to stay out the conversation. I haven't threatened him yet. So you need to shut up.
No.
Back to
This how you talk to black women? You tell them to shut up? I wasn't talking to you, black woman. Shut up! Oh. Whoa.
Conversation. I haven't threatened him yet. So you need to shut up.
No.
Back to what we're talking about.
Get at
The
it,
question was, shut up, black woman. The question was,
damn, Rory ain't black
shut up,
woman,
black
do
woman.
you?
Shut up, black woman.
Rory ain't black
Shut up, black woman. Are you gonna moderate the conversation? Or are you?
Those of you who thought the worst of Rory before this is still gonna think the worst of Rory. Those of you who didn't think the worst of Rory probably won't think the worst of Rory because of this situation. All right, I'm just being honest. Right now, what I would say though, what I did find pretty ironic here was the same group of people who gave a pass to Anthony Fantano and said that he was taken out of context, and Anthony Fantano, like, what do you mean, right? Like, those was 5-10 years ago. Oh my God, why y'all pulling up old stuff? Oh my God, y'all are desperate. Those same people are now trying to cancel Rory for old tweets as well, right? So
From
again,
even
man,
longer
y'all know my
ago.
motto here, bruh. I'm all for be consistent, all right? Be consistent with your moral compass. If your moral compass is telling you that it doesn't matter how old it was, it doesn't matter the context, like they deserve to be canceled, then stick with that. But if your moral compass is telling you Anthony Fantano gets a pass for saying all type of N-words because you like him or because he's a pro Kendrick person and he hates
Man, y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Rory, I still rock with you. I don't think you no way, bro. People just need to touch grass and realize, bro, y'all sometimes, like that dude right there, the last dude, he's lost. Anybody addressing me as black man, you're lost. You, like, I hate that. Hey, black man. Strong black man, black man, black man, black man. Like, bro, what are we talking about, bro? I have a name. All you see is that I'm black? You want to keep your size? I'm black. Like, bro, that's just so lame to me. Like, some of y'all really need to just touch grass, bro. Like, I understand y'all gonna come to the conversation about, do you know what's going on in this country right now? Do you know what we had to go through? Duh. But that don't make me wrong for what I'm saying, bro. Y'all need to touch grass and stop taking and learn how to get some context behind some stuff. And the stuff that he said was not crazy, bro. And we, like I said, we all have seen Rory with women. We've all seen him. I don't know if y'all have, but I have. Bro is always with a black woman. I've never seen him with a white girl. Never even seen him. Never. If it was a case of Rory not liking black, he didn't think black women were attractive. Not that he hate black women. He's straight to them, but he would never date one or mess with one. Who are we to judge that? Like I said, there's many people who don't date outside their race and don't do anything outside their race. Do they have to apologize for that? No. So that was not crazy. The Beyonce one, the hood rat name, I don't know, bro. Some stuff is just not that deep, bro. Like, yes, it might have a little undertone under it, bro. But sometimes, like, come on, gang. I don't even know. Sometimes you just gotta be real. Y'all, some of y'all just not real with y'all self.
I'm a fault with.
All you know is kick back, run for me back, get back, 911. Somebody's son did die, we need police on dispatch. Let's take a nap, sipping on my cup, slide in the traffic, ride in the traffic, waiting on the traffic.